this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to pop down our card for the day with our lovely black and white Faulkner deck. So I'm just going to give that a little shuffle. Just going to have a good shuffle of these cards. Let's have a look what we've got going on for today. So the energy of the full moon we had yesterday, kind of still hanging over a little bit today in that kind of full moon energy. So hopefully should start to feel a little bit more kind of the Leo-y energy coming through. I know a lot of people were in that energy of being quite emotional and kind of almost the Cancerian energy still being around. But hopefully we should be feeling like a little bit more, I've got a bit more energy and a bit of more vibrancy now. So let's just have a look and see what our cards are saying. Okay, so cards are saying Three of Pentacles. Now, Three of Pentacles I really like. It's a really, really good, strong, positive card for growth and building and progressing. Okay, so it often comes up when we're talking about learning something, especially if we're learning a skill, so something that we do with our hands. Maybe it comes up for apprenticeships quite a bit, sort of you know, learning something. So you know, things like plumbing, electricians, all of that kind of thing comes up with this card. And quite often things that are creative. So, you know, depending on what it is that you feel is creative, creativity doesn't have to be arts and crafts and singing and dancing and theatre and all that stuff. It can be that, but it doesn't have to be. You know, it can be things that are much more simple, like you might like knitting or crochet or dressmaking, or, you know, building something, doing Lego, any kind, things like that, that are, you know, making something that you've put some of your creative energy into. Could be anything, you know, it doesn't have to just be all the arts and craftsy sort of stuff. Gardening can be like that, you know, decorating, doing houses, all that kind of thing. So loads and loads of different creative options there for you. And this Three of Pentacles says that you can do this, you can learn a new skill, you can progress forward. This can be beneficial for you, not just kind of spiritually and for yourself, just as a skill that you'll have, but it can also be beneficial to you financially. So this card often comes up when you might be learning a new skill that at some point you might use in a work environment. So, you know, something like maybe learning massage so that you could become a massage therapist, for example. So it's a really good, strong, progressive card. And as a card for the day goes, it's kind of saying, you know, you can take what you learned today forward to help you move, you know, move forward and progress. So let's just have a little look, see what we've got to go with this lovely, progressive Three of Pentacles, and see what we have here to go with this. Right. Let's just have a little look. And we've got, oh, this lovely fox. Okay, so this card talks about observe in silence. So it, you know, from that, just those words, it feels to me like there's a need today to be able to sit back and to just be for a little while. There's been a lot of processing that's needed to be done over the last few days, a lot of emotions that have come up. Sometimes we just need to kind of just take a little step back, just calm ourselves down, be in that moment and just not do anything really. It just almost feels like the Three of Pentacles is saying to us that there's an opportunity for us to learn something here. But the Observe in Silence card is kind of giving you the balance to that, which is you need to sit back and really consider and just be in that silent moment where you kind of don't have to really push forward and go crazy. You don't have to push, you don't have to shove, you don't have to feel like you're forcing anything. You can just go with how you feel and just be in that moment. We are human beings, not human doings, and we get very bogged down with what we're doing. What do we need to do? What do I need to get done? Must do things. What this Observe in Silence card is saying is just don't have to do all the time. You can just sit quietly, and slowly you will move forward naturally, but you don't have to push. So you can just sort of sit back and observe, look at your energy. Sometimes we just run through life and we don't even think about it. You know, sometimes you can, I work as a counsellor, and I'll often say to people, how do you feel? They don't know. They don't know how they feel. There's different things about, you know, not being able to articulate your feelings, and quite a lot of us struggle with that. But actually sometimes people just don't know, and it's because they don't sit quietly and they don't actually allow themselves to feel. So that's what this Observe in Silence is about, really. It's about getting quiet and just allowing yourself to be in the energy that you're in. I'm just going to have a little shuffle of the Animal Oracle and see what we've got. Let's go over this lovely fox and just see what we've got going on. Okay. Right. So let's see what animal we've got to go with these. Ah, right, okay. So we've got the butterfly. So now we've got a story, okay? The tarot and the oracle cards will tell a story. So the start of our story is the Three of Pentacles. Something new to learn, something creative to happen, some progress to be made. The Observe in Silence card is asking us to, before we start to push forward and make that progress, to sit quietly and think about what we would like, what we want in our life. What do you want to create? What do you want to make happen for yourself? This is a card that tells you can do it. Absolutely. There is opportunity and you can do it. This is a card that says, sit quietly and think about what you would like to do. Because we can all be pushing forward like crazy. But unless we really kind of sit quietly and know what's inside us and know what we truly want, then we can push as hard as we like. We're never going to go in the right direction because we're just, you know, randomly going. This is asking us to work out what we want. And then we have the breakthrough. Okay, so once you've kind of had your sit quietly and your kind of moment of being in your energy and just feeling the feelings and seeing what you want and knowing you can progress, but just allowing yourself to investigate what you'd like, then you can get through to this moment where we have breakthrough, and then we can have transformation. This is, like I say, the cards are telling a story. They're saying this is what you can do, this is how you get there, and this is the outcome. The outcome is transformation. So today kind of feels like a bit of a moment, really, a moment of being able to be in that energy of being creative, being able to be in the energy of sitting quietly with ourselves and seeing what we would like to make for ourselves. And then when we've got that cleared, then we have the breakthrough, and then we can have the transformation. So it's quite an eventful day when you look at just those three cards. Those three cards are almost like a life on one day. You know, this is how we begin and what we start with our plan, and then we kind of have to get quiet and really feel, do we really want that? And then we get to the moment where we can progress and transform into what we actually would like to for ourselves. So it's almost like a lifetime's learning can happen in one day. And that is really positive stuff when we're looking at the cards for the day, because it's kind of saying that, you know, take some time over the next 24 hours to consider where you would like to be. And then you can have this really wonderful transformation. The breakthrough is almost there. You're almost at that point. You just need to do these little bits of work before you can make that breakthrough. So with that being said, I'm going to leave that there for now. And I'll be back again tomorrow to do another card for the day for us. Have a wonderful day today, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.